As promised, I have a few more examples. I wanted to try and keep the videos short though, so instead of organizing them by topic, I'm just going to organize them by time. All right, step one, circle the variable we want to isolate. Get that visual reminder of what it is we're looking for. And in this case, we're looking for t. Use order of operations backwards to determine what to cancel. If I knew what t was, I would multiply by r. And lucky for us, that's all I would do. So it makes this equation a little bit easier to solve for. Now I'm going to use the golden rule. How do I cancel multiplying by r? Divide by r. By the way, this is d equals r times t for distance equals rate times time. It's an equation that you use quite a bit when you're thinking about if someone's traveling 60 miles an hour for 3 hours, how far did they drive? Your rate is the 60 miles an hour, time is the 3 hours. You multiply those together, it gives you the distance or how far you drove in that time. So dividing both sides by r, on the right-hand side, why did I divide by r? To cancel, leaving me with t all alone so I don't have to circle it anymore. And on the left-hand side, d and r are different variables, so I'm just going to leave it as d divided by r. No repeating necessary on this one. All right, as promised, I've got a lot of examples. Again, this is just, I'm hoping the more you see it, the more you'll go, oh, I kind of get it. And if you have questions, just be sure to bring them to class. All right, this time we are solving for x, so I'm going to circle my x. Use order of operations backwards. If I knew what x was, I would first multiply it by 5, and then I would subtract the 3y from it. So working backwards to cancel, I will add 3y to both sides of the equal sign, which is my golden rule. On the left-hand side, why did I add the 3y? To cancel my negative 3y, leaving me with 5x, which is not isolated, so I'm going to circle it. On the right-hand side, 12 plus 3y. Again, not like terms. Our 12 is a regular 12, and our 3y's got a variable. So if you want to organize this a little bit differently, remember you can add in any order. You can do 3y plus 12 if you want to. That is the same as 12 plus 3y. All right, now we're on step 4. We are repeating. So we are going to continue working backwards. To cancel the multiplying by 5, I'm going to divide by 5. Both sides of the equal sign, remember the entire right-hand side of the equal sign is going to be divided by 5. On the left-hand side, my 5's cancel, leaving me with x all alone. On the right-hand side, I'm going to go ahead and use the butterfly method. I have 3/5 y because that doesn't simplify. On the right-hand side, I have a plus 12/5. Again, no common factors, so it doesn't simplify. Last example. We are now solving the equation c equals 2 pi times r for r. Hopefully you remember this equation. This is circumference of a circle equals 2 times pi times the radius. And as a reminder, even though pi looks like a variable, it's not. It's a number. It's approximately 3.14. So circle the variable you want to isolate. We are trying to isolate r. Use the order of operations backwards to determine which operation to cancel. If I knew what r was, I would multiply it by 2. And I'm going to go ahead because this one doesn't have a fraction. The last one we saw where it was all multiplication had a times half. So I chose to do that in a separate step. This one is really simple to solve for if we think about that 2 pi as being one piece of information. 2 times something that's about 3 is about 6. So to cancel that, we will divide by 2 pi. So I'm going to divide both sides of the equal sign by 2 pi. Why did I divide by 2 pi? To cancel my 2 pi in the numerator. So on the right-hand side, I get it to simplify to r. And on the left-hand side, I have c divided by 2 pi. Done. And a couple of you try problems. Please attempt these. Bring back whatever it is that you're thinking to class and that I can work with. If you don't attempt them, then I don't know what you're thinking and I have nothing to work with. So I know this is a challenging lesson. If you have questions, great, write those down in the left-hand column and bring those to class. We can work with that. What I can't work with is, I don't get it. So please bring me something to work with.